here to read for you again. Hello, Cellulite and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Welcome. Happy Manifestation Monday on my channel. Today's reading is going to be all about manifesting. It might be a check-in on what's going on with your manifestations, or it might be some general information about manifesting, some things we should be aware of on our energetic level about, how we are showing up for our manifestations. We'll see what wants to come out. I just kind of wing it. So we'll see. I hope you had a fantastic weekend, that you're nice and rested, and that your Monday is going swell. Okay. I am quite happy the sun is shining today. So that's always good for me in my feelings. So yeah, I hope the sun is shining where you are too. Or if it's not, I hope that you enjoy cloudy, rainy, cold weather. Okay. All right, let's jump right in. Spirit. Oh, I meant to clear for you. Clear for you. Clear for me. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to come through for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved for their manifestations. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thanks so much for being here. All right, let's see. Spirit, can you connect me to my darling and their manifestation journey, their manifestations, what's going on? Give me some Moonology cards. 1222, 222. 222, Joanne Sacred Scribes. Tell me what's going on with their manifestations, please. What's going on? That almost wanted to come out. I'm going to take it. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. I like that. I like that. What's going on? Look at that. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So we've got double Capricorn here. So then we have believe in the impossible, blue moon. I don't know if you can see it. I'll pull it down here. Yeah. And then expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Ooh. I like that because the solar eclipse that just happened was a new moon eclipse. So, yeah. Anyways. Okay. I feel like Capricorn is really significant. So I feel like the season, or you could be a Capricorn or have heavy Capricorn placements, but I feel like I'm just getting the energy that like by Capricorn season, which is the next one, I believe. Pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm wrong about that. No, Sagittarius is next, and then it's Capricorn. I'm sorry, my brain was like, you need to figure this out very soon. I feel like Capricorn season is very significant for your manifestation, okay? I feel like you have probably been going through the limiting beliefs part of manifesting, right? Where you could often be trying to figure out how things are going to happen or doubting that they're possibly going to happen. And I feel like you're coming to a close with that. I feel like you are finally kind of energetically aligning with being more delusional, like being more believing in the impossible, believing in the unknown, believing in the unseen. And I really like that for you because I feel like you're stepping out of limiting beliefs. I feel like you're addressing them, you're aware of them. And because you've been doing the work, it's starting to pay off. You might even be seeing some signs about it. And I just want to remind you before we get into tarot, these signs about your manifestation are not proof that your manifestation is coming. Okay, how do I word this? Because that's not... A lot of people will look for signs before their manifestation gets here as proof that their manifestation is coming. And I want you to flip that role. Okay, I want you to remember that because you are manifesting something and it is actualizing in your world, it is coming to fruition in the 3D, your reality is starting to shift to that timeline, everything around you has to change in agreement with that. So if you see signs, it's because your manifestation is true, right? That's why some people don't see signs for their manifestation. And it's like, all of a sudden no signs, no synchronicities, no birds before land, but then they get their manifestation. So don't be heavily relying on signs. I feel like just trust, like get past that limiting belief. Often if you're looking for signs, that could be one of your limiting beliefs. So anyways, let's get into tarot. I think that big changes are happening soon. I mean, expect powerful change. That's like quantum, what do they call it? Quantum jumping, is that what they call it? Where you basically do like a huge energetic shift to your new timeline, your new reality. Let's see. Spirit, what do you want me to know about this with tarot? What do I need to be aware of? Can you give me some answers here? I love that. I saw the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. And what's so funny is before I started this reading, I saw the 7 of Cups in my mind. And I was talking about how distracting everything is. Like in my mind, it was just like distractions, right? Getting distracted by what you see in front of you. And I love that I saw the 7 of Cups and then the 8 of Cups before I even get started, because it's like I'm leaving behind being so distracted, right? I'm taking my distractions with a grain of salt, and I'm going to believe in what's coming in for me. I love it. Okay, what do you want me to know? Page of Wands. Well, that's a new beginning. That's also being very excited for Temperance. Sagittarius energy. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, divine timing. High Priestess. You can't see it, but it's there. The World. How many major arcanas are you going to get? Oh my gosh. Okay. I love this energy because I feel like who I'm talking to, if you are not already, you are about to get into the energy of working with the universe, okay? Instead of working against the universe energetically, right? Instead of being like, I'm trying to manifest and then I'm also trying to find every loophole possible that proves that this is not real, that has doubt, right? I feel like you are stepping out of that energy, okay? We've got the Page of Wands, Temperance, Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, the World, and the Two of Pentacles. I like that it ended on the Two of Pentacles because this is being pulled too thin in two directions, okay? So it's the importance of making a decision, making a final decision, and that is being shown with the World, closing out this cycle, full moon in Capricorn, closing out a difficult cycle successfully. The World is the end of the tarot, okay, before the Fool starts. I feel like you are like, I'm done. I'm making a choice. I'm making an active choice to believe in what I want to come in, to believe in my manifestation, to align energetically with that, to align with the feeling of it being true. I feel like you are taking a stand and you're no longer wishy-washy about it. I feel like it's a new decision with the Page of Wands because pages are, the youngest of the court cards, but they're excited about a new adventure. Like this is the childlike wonder and excitement, whereas knights can be exciting too, but they're more determined. It's more like a competitive thing, and the kings are just well established in what they've created. The pages are full of that wonder and ambition about the possibilities ahead, okay? So I feel like it's making that decision, that stand, and looking towards the future with so much excitement, right? I love that because feeling is very important. Now, I think you are also approaching divine timing with a level of grace and understanding here, right? Maybe divine timing was something that you resisted, and now you're like, well, divine timing doesn't have to mean a long time. It doesn't have to mean immediately either, and does that really matter? Is time really that important? Or can I use this time of in-betweenness to really work on myself, to really work on getting into the feeling of being more balanced, being more healthily minded about my manifestation, about what I want, getting more clear on my desires and aligning with that. I feel like you're getting so in touch with like your direct source to the universe with this High Priestess card. I feel like you're just like realizing that you are literally one, right? The universe is you. You are the universe, so you are taking that role as the operant power of your reality and just finally like implementing it to surpass all of these limiting beliefs that you've dealt with before. Bravo you. I love it. You're working together with the universe to bring this in with the Three of Pentacles. This is a ton of oh my gosh, what is it called? Repetitive methodical effort being put towards. Okay, so this is you in your 3D just saying, like, I'm gonna do the work I need to do, I'm gonna put in the time and the energy, and I know that it's going to work out for me. I can already look and see where I've achieved so much from other manifestations, even if it was mindless manifestations, because we are always manifesting. Everything is always, you're always manifesting, subconsciously, unconsciously, or consciously, right? Being into manifesting is learning how to consciously manifest rather than unconsciously manifest, okay? So I feel like you're like, I can see how things manifested before, and so I can just trust that I can put in the effort and I can really get into a conscious state, and that will bring things into fruition. I love it. You're finding a new love for it with the Knight of Cups, or this could be you manifesting love into your life, absolutely. But I feel like you are just finding the feeling of love and excitement and determination with this Knight of Cups. Full, I love that came out because we've got the world out here. This is the new beginning. This is the new moon in Capricorn here, right? You are like, I know what's ahead for me. I'm not going to lie to myself about it anymore. Like, I'm not going to believe the 3D. I'm not going to believe my limiting thoughts. I am jumping feet first, head first, trust falling into this new reality that I want. I love it. Okay, that's excellent energy for your manifestation, by the way. That is fuel for powerful changes. Let's see what else wants to come out. Spirit, what else do you want to tell me about this? I feel like I am talking to a master conscious manifestor already. Like, I feel like you've just like stepped into that role so beautifully right now. You're like, well, how would I know that if it's not here yet? I'm like, well, you just know it. Once you get that aha moment and energetically, you're already there, right? Yeah. Let's see. What else do you want me to know about this? Page of Wands, Three of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Wheel, and Strength. The Magician, look at that. The ultimate manifesting card. King of Pentacles wants to come out. Oh my gosh, I keep just trying to get these cards in my hand. Whew, there's a lot of cards coming out. Okay. I feel like you're stepping into a role of confidence. You got the Two of Swords and the King of Wands on bottom. I feel like you're no longer indecisive. I think you're realizing that maybe things have been stagnant for some time because there has been this mental indecisiveness, or feeling like you don't have control over the situation, which is why you'd maybe mentally be, before falling into relying on circumstances around you, or believing the 3D around you rather than your energetic potency. I feel like you're stepping out of that. I feel like this is someone who, they don't even need everything at their disposal. They can just use like their absolute confidence to achieve what they want. I've told this story before. There's a guy that I once ran into who came into a little grocery store, fast food restaurant that I worked at, and there was pecan pie samples, and he wanted to try it, and he loved it. I was 18 at the time. I was not really worried about selling pecan pie samples, okay? Didn't really care about it, although I was supposed to be upselling them. The guy tried it, loved it, and he was like, can I have some more? And I was like, dude, go ahead. So I let him sit there eating all these samples, and I just kept cooking up pecan pies, and every time a customer would come up, he'd be like, you gotta try this pecan pie, it's so good. And that guy ended up selling me like 40 pecan pies in a night, right? I was the top seller of pecan pies without me having to sell anything. Very King of Wands energy, right? It's just like having the confidence, the passion behind it, and just knowing that you can achieve something, knowing that you can make something successful without even knowing how it's going to happen. I feel like you're stepping into that role, okay? The Fool. Excellent. More Aries energy. I feel like there's a lot of Aries on this board. Which Aries is the Fool. It's the initiate. It's the first of the zodiac. So it's like stepping into a new cycle. I love it. Okay. Now for the cards that you have out here, you have the Page of Wands again, which is just really emphasizing this excitement to move forward into new things, right? The excitement at the possibilities ahead. This is finding joy in your ability to create and passion. I feel like you are finally finding your position of power through the situations in your life that have left you heartbroken or disappointed. I like this because when you become a conscious manifestor, you can look back and kind of put pieces together of like, oh, where I was at mentally, where I was at energetically, I can see how that aligned me with this situation. And I'm not talking about every single situation, every single heartbreak or horrible thing that happens, because there are certain things that I will not say that anyone attracted that into their life. But you are looking at the things that you have manifested before unconsciously, and with that, instead of being like a self-blaming, right? That's not the point of manifesting. You can't do anything about the past, forget it. But you can step into saying like, wow, I am so powerful because look at what I manifested when I was unconsciously manifesting, not even from a great place, but because I believed so much, I believed this about myself, or I believed this about the situation, then this happened. And it's finding the power in that with the Nine of Cups, right? And just like reclaiming that emotional power and like, okay, I'm not a victim to my circumstances. I can create anything out of my circumstances, right? I love that for you. The wheel came out again, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune twice. This is fate, luck, opportunity, divine timing, and it's things when it's in the upright, it's positive changes, okay? I love this because it's just like where maybe you have felt like you have been unlucky in life, or like things haven't worked out for you, or you just are never on the right side of the coin. I feel like you are like, no, I get to choose that I'm on the right side of the coin, and I'm going to make it happen, and I'm going to energetically align with that. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is you standing in strength of your ability to manifest with these strength and the Magician card. So I feel like you're just like so aware of all the tools that you have at your disposal, right? And so aware of how well you actually can use them, right? This is taking a lot of mental strength to come over this. This is Leo energy. I just feel like you're a strong person. I just feel like you're such a strong person. That's what I'm getting from this, is like you giving purpose to your past, you giving purpose to the circumstances before, and reclaiming ownership over your life in that area. It's beautiful. Okay, King of Pentacles, the Lovers. So I like this because the Lovers is a choice between soul and the material, and the King of Pentacles is the king of materialism, okay? Not in a negative way. He's very generous and very thankful, but he does all the hard work necessary to create basically the Ten of Pentacles in his life, ultimate abundance, right? He's so dedicated. He's so loyal. Now, I feel like what's really cool is that the Lovers, like I said, is a choice. Most unawakened people just live a life of materialism, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can live your life doing that, okay? People who get aligned with their spiritual energy, or their energy in the universe, and really tap into that 5D, tend to balance their 5D energy and their material energy, whereas people who focus on like their material can often feel like they are being drugged behind whatever the 3D throws at them, right? It's kind of a rolling with the punches energy. Now, I like that this is here because I'm seeing the balance, and I'm seeing the authority over both. You're like, I am the authority of my energetic, my spiritual energy, and I'm the authority over my material energy, right? It's complete authority. I love it. Okay, let's see. Is there anything that... I love this reading because most of the time what comes out is like what needs to change first. And this is the first reading I've done where it's like you're doing everything phenomenally. Like, here's what you're doing well. So I want to ask just to make sure. I think that you're a master manifestor already. I feel like you're completely on point. But I do want to ask if there's anything that we should be aware of or be shifting, okay? So let's see. Spirit, can you please connect me to sort of some input cards? What things do we need to be aware of? What things should we be mindful of here for my darling and their manifestation journey? Is there anything that we need to be more mindful of? love. The Three of Swords. Okay. Queen of Cups. Okay, yeah. The Hanged Man with the Nine of Swords on bottom. Okay. Okay. Luckily, this doesn't seem as bad as it sounds, okay? I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you are a very loving and intuitive person. You are very much in touch with your emotions. People may even say that you're sensitive, okay? Especially with the Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups. The Hanged Man is also Pisces energy, so there's a lot of water. There's a lot of feeling here. Feeling is very important for manifesting, and I feel like you already recognize that. So this is not news to you. I feel like what they just want you to continue being mindful of, because I feel like you're already mindful of this already, is just how deep of a feeler you are. So when you go think about the past or disappointments or worry about the future with the Nine of Swords, like worry about the what ifs, they want you to just be very mindful about how deeply you are feeling that in your body, in your current present state, okay? Because I feel like because you're so tuned into your emotions and you're so intuitive and you feel so deeply, that can almost be like a snowball effect that spirals out of control. And then I feel like maybe the struggle that you've had before is feeling like, well, because I messed up this one thing, now it's ruined. They don't want you to think that. You're going to have days that are hard days, and that's not going to ruin your manifestation, okay? Especially if you're mindful of it, okay? There are days where we just need to process our normal human body feelings, okay? And let a good cry out and give that a voice, and then get right back and just say, okay, now I'm going to get back to what I want to do. But I never want you to feel ashamed for having feelings or thinking about the past, and I don't want you to think that that's going to ruin anything, okay? Because it's not. You don't have to be perfect with manifesting. You don't have to be perfectly every single minute of every single day aligned with future self, aligned with the self that you want to be. That's not how it works. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It is the difference between being 51% positive that your life is changing, that things are different, that you are the power and operant of your reality, and 49% negative, that things aren't going your way. 1% difference makes a difference, okay? The more that you can get positive, that's great. But if you're only at 51% one day, that's okay. That's okay. And if for a few hours you're at 49% positive, that's okay. You can always get back to the other. You can always reshift. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is set in stone. And you can change as you go, okay? I feel like a good affirmation for you, if you struggle with this sort of feeling, like if you have any moment that is undesirable in your emotions or in your thoughts, that you're, then leading down a path of failure, right? Or not believing and manifesting, I want you to work on an affirmation that says, not every negative thought I have manifests, and start believing that, right? Not every negative thought I have manifests. I want you to learn to be okay with experiencing human emotions, as long as you then also redirect it. There's a different... my therapist one time said something really great, and I love it, and I can't believe I forgot it until now. She basically told me, like, look, it's okay to have a pity party. Just don't live there. It's okay to have a pity party sometimes. But where are you living, right? Where are you living? What state do you identify as you? That's all. So just that awareness would be great for you. Let's see, I'm going to close this out with Angel Answers. If you would like to ask a question, this might give you an answer, a specific answer. Either way, I will interpret the cards as I see necessary, so it's okay if you don't have a question too. But if you want to ask a question, feel free. Ask a question and believe that it's going to be answered, okay? Spirit, can you please answer the question that my wonderful darling has asked you, if any, and give me the right words to interpret these messages. Thank you. Here we go. All right. Do you have an answer for my wonderful darling in their question? Trust. Trust. That encompasses everything. I feel like you're learning how to trust. I love it. Listen to your intuition. Mm-hmm. The situation will improve. Take action. I love it. The Fool is all about action. The Page of Wands is all about action. Within the next few months. What did I say? Capricorn season? I mean, that's like only 2 months away, but whatever. Improving health. I feel like what you're going to be shocked by, I feel like this could get in where you fit in. Like if you are having general health problems, then that's improving. But the message I got is someone who struggles with mental health issues, possibly anxiety or depression, and that being, you're going to see how that starts to alleviate a bit with this mind shift, with this positive embrace of your power in the universe, of believing that your manifestations are possible, right? Believing in the unseen. I feel like you're going to see really cool changes with that, okay? I also am not saying to not take any medication or not talk to people about that, because I am on an antidepressant myself and will be probably for the rest of my life, and I believe in therapy and counseling, and so I'm not trying to at all say that you should be replacing anything that you need medically with manifesting. I think the two can go hand in hand, okay? So just how I wanted to make sure that came out right. Like, yeah, okay, anyway. Forgiveness is on the bottom, and no need to worry. I feel like the forgiveness could be of yourself, possibly, and others, you know. Forgiveness, yeah. You can't do anything about the past. And standing in your power is already creating so many wonderful things around you. I think amazing things are happening. I just keep looking at this expect powerful change. So, yep, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that you feel seen, that this was insightful and inspiring, and that you get to see your manifestation tangibly so soon, okay? Tomorrow is Taco Tuesday, and I do a reading about who's talking about you, okay? So if you're interested in that, I hope to see you then. If not, have a fantastic rest of the week, and I love you so much, okay? Take care. Take care, ta-ta.